Welcome students to our online lesson. Today we will be exploring geography, and specifically where in the world do I live and where you live. So the objectives that we hope to accomplish today is that you as a student will be able to identify the city, state, and region where you live on a map. Students will learn fun facts about your home city, state, region, and country. You will also be able to understand the location where you live. So first off, we are going to start off by examining the city in which we live in. We live in Emporia. So as you can see over here on the picture, Emporia is the green star right here. We all go to school and live in Emporia. Emporia is located in Lyon County and is home to 24,916 people. So a fun fact about Emporia is that Emporia is home of the Dirty Kanza. Many of you may have heard about this. This is a very large bike race that happens in downtown Emporia, and it brings people from all across the country to compete. There are over 2,500 participants when it was held in Emporia last year in 2019. So Emporia is located in what state? Kansas. So now we are going to take a further look into the state where we live. So we do live in Kansas. Here is a map of the United States, and highlighted is the state of Kansas. We are right in the middle of the USA. So the state flower is the sunflower, which is pictured right here on the Kansas state flag. Kansas is home to 2.912 million people. That's a lot of people. The state song is "The Home on the Range." The capital of Kansas is Topeka, and Topeka is only about an hour away from us here in Emporia. Kansas belongs to the Midwest region. We are a state in the Midwest region. The Midwest is going to be right up here, and that leads us to our next slide. The Midwest region. So Kansas is right here, and Emporia is right about here inside Kansas. All these states that are highlighted in red belong to the Midwest, and those states are Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin. A fun fact about the Midwest is that it produces more corn each year than any other region in the U.S. In the U.S., other regions would be over here, down here, and up this coastline, and then of course you can't forget about Alaska and Hawaii. So there are a lot of farming people in this region, a lot of farms, different kind of farms, but right here we are able to see that there's a lot of corn produced in this Midwest region. Also down here is a picture of Lake Erie. Lake Erie is one of the 5 Great Lakes located right up here around Michigan is where the 5 Great Lakes are located. And here's a picture of just how big Lake Erie is. So next, the Midwest region is ultimately located in the United States. So our next slide will be about what country we live in. We live in the United States of America. Right here is Kansas, here is the Midwest, and this is the large picture of the United States of America. The United States of America is home to 327.2 million people. That's quite a lot of people for one country. The national anthem is the Star-Spangled Banner. You guys are probably all very familiar with the Star-Spangled Banner. We hear it quite frequently before sporting events and other events similar to that. The USA is home to 50 states and is also home to Tornado Alley, and we are actually included right through the central part of Tornado Alley where the weather often produces tornadoes. The capital of the USA is Washington, D.C., and here's a very familiar image. We probably have one in the classroom right now of an American flag. Next, the United States belongs to the continent of North America. So the continent includes all these countries. It includes Greenland, Canada, Mexico, and these other smaller Central American countries, including the Caribbean, but also the United States. So a fun fact about our specific continent, is that there are 23 countries in North America. It is home to different biomes, and a biome is the different weather and landforms that occur in those areas. So the different biomes would be like a desert, a forest, and grasslands are all located on this one continent. There's a wide range of animals. You have tropical animals down here, and then the farther north you go in Alaska, it's very cold, and you have polar bears and other Arctic animals. So the continent of North America is located on the Earth, and this brings us to the finishing part of our lesson here, where we talk about how this all ties in together. We are part of Emporia as a city on a city level. Emporia belongs to the state of Kansas. Kansas therefore belongs to the country of the United States of America. As a country, we belong to a larger entity known as a continent, and our specific continent would be North America. And North America comes together, all these continents come together on the planet Earth. So right here we can see this is America right here, because we can see the tip of Florida, we can see Mexico down here, and on this world view of this map of the Earth, Kansas would be right around in the middle, with Emporia being in the middle of Kansas. So if we could guess on a large view where the state of Kansas would be, it would be right about here on this map of the Earth, and the Earth is in the solar system. And that is all for our lesson today. I hope that you guys were all able to have a better understanding of where we all live, what city, state, country, region, and continent we all live on.